Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I finally turned the lights on. My last video was pretty much black and white, like the figure. But this is the GodZiLLA from Mezco Toyz. My last video was more about unboxing. So, now let's see what's really in here. Of course, we got this giant flame. Oops, pretty soft. A little bit see-through up here. Not by much. Okay. How big is that? It's not too big. About 10 inches. Right? And of course, got a tower of some type. I guess it would go this way, but I don't know, that looks more finished than this roof. Maybe there's supposed to be something that goes on there later. Who knows? I don't. Another building, of course destroyed. Okay, your buildings are coming in at 4.5 by 1.5 inches. Almost 4.5 by 3.5. Yay! And we got multiple hands. Let's take them all out here. Eventually. We got 6 different hands, 3 to a side. Got kind of a cool grab kind of hand. Well, maybe a claw slash kind of hand there. Got some grabs. There's like a, I guess maybe that's supposed to be more of a fist. And this one is more of a grab, I guess it's for the train maybe. Here's the right side. So that's the hands you get. The jet. See 2 cannons. The wheels don't spin. Pretty stationary. Get 2 of those. And you get 3 tanks. Tanks do move a little. The turret up top spins around, but the treads don't move, wheels, anything like that, no. I guess it's a little too small. So that is it for your accessories. And I guess the fire here is kind of like an explosion thing as well. So I don't know, maybe you can put some things in here. It looks like you're blowing them up. I don't know. And then we get the infamous train, which you can tell right here is kind of marked. So you can obviously put that into his mouth. And then this side over here is a little smashed up, so I guess that would fit into one of his hands. A little big for that hand. Maybe. And then definitely not. Yeah. Well, for paying almost $200 for this, no, I am not willing to just go ripping this into one of his hands. So if you want to, go ahead. But nope, I'm not going to fight this into that hand. Jeez, what? I don't know why you would do that. Now, like I said, you can go online and find all kinds of neat things like eBay and stuff where people make 3D printed houses and buildings. You can get them nice, you know, one side or destroyed. But that will change the scale of your GodZiLLA, you know, because that's much smaller as compared to this one here. Or I should compare this. So this would be like an 8, maybe a 10-story building, where this is more of a 30-story building, right? So yeah, your Zilla would definitely look a lot bigger in front of that one. And then you can also get things from like the action figures. You can get some of their explosions, which of course I painted these rocks in here, you know. Yeah, maybe something like that. But not for what you really want to see. I love how they cut this out for his toes. They didn't need to, but they did anyway. That's pretty cool. You get your instruction booklet, which is pretty basic. They even show his hand holding the train. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Oh, and the buildings go together? I never even paid attention to that. Well, let's see. Oh, look at that. Ta-da. That way, nope. So, meh. I guess. And no. So, yeah, you can do something like that, I guess. I don't know why. Whatever. You get one of these things, which just says small parts. So I guess it's not candy. And I guess it's not one of those things that you would put in packaging to absorb humidity or whatever. I don't know what this is. Let me know. And of course, you got the Zilla. He also cut out a thing for his spikes too, so that's pretty cool. Big. A lot bigger than I thought he was going to be. They said he was only going to be like 8 or 9 inches and then 12 inches from head to tail. Of course, that was at the Comic-Con. Ooh, look at this tail. Ooh, and, well, this part here, like I said in the last video, here is a hard plastic. Just right here, like about the first 2 inches. Oh. Then we get super bendy. So, we can do this, and then this, and then that. That's pretty cool. They also said that at the show I was at, they were saying how you can make stop motion with this. This was supposed to be just like from the actual movie. So you're going to be able to move it an inch, take a picture, move it an inch, take a picture, you know, stop motion kind of thing. Wow, that's really kind of spongy. Huh. I don't know. It kind of scares me. Oh, look at that. Got a split up here. Huh. Gee. Wonder why that split. I did email them and whether we should put cornstarch on this guy, being it is latex. And I have a couple of the old Peachin figures and TD figures. They're pretty much the same thing. They have this metal skeleton inside them that they're superposable. But if you leave them bent like that for too long, which how long is too long, I don't know, but eventually it will tear on the elbow there. So you have to watch if you leave these posed in an extreme kind of thing for too long. They haven't got back to me yet on that. Paint seems a little kind of rubbed off there. Maybe it's just a highlight. Oh, what the heck? Look at that. There's a hole there too. I mean, I guess if it was any lower, you could say it's a girl. Look at this one. I don't know, Mezco. What the heck's up with this? Huh. Well, got the goofy face going here. Kind of looks like the puppet from the first movie. The mouth opens. Kind of. Ah, not at all there. Wait. Oh, so you can't do the GodZiLLA where he, shoots straight down kind of thing? Nope. Ugh. Like his fangs. Of course, his top teeth are kind of hidden in there. His eyes are pretty good if he's looking up. Alright, of course the spikes. Boing. So, as you see, we got up, jaw, down, no jaw when down, no jaw, gotta be up. That's strange. Okay, and oh wait. Okay. So the head only goes up and down and no left or right. That's very strange. Okay, arms up, down, no back. Ugh. No forward. Huh. Check that out. Up and down and bend. Boy, that rip there is really starting to bug me. And that's it. You can't, I mean, you wouldn't want them to go back anyway, but forward would be nice. What? No No torso movement at all. No shoulders. No hips. I hope he's not doing this infinite split forever. Yes, he is stuck in split mode. What turns is his knees. Only his knees turn. Well, what's the story on these knees? Looks more like a callus. Wow, that's kind of brutal. So anyhow, yep, no movement. The chest, the waist, the hips. It's the knees. Whether he stands like that or like that. I don't remember this Zilla doing jumping jacks. It did happen, but not this one. And the tail doesn't move to here. So he is basically solid from shoulders all the way to the good base of the tail. Okay, so yes, he is a squishy statue. Wow, let's see, the Comic-Con that I was at, they were saying that this would be like a stop motion capable kind of thing. I don't think so. Huh. Look at this paint damage here. I guess this spike was touching this one at some point. And there. Inside here. What? Ooh, what the hell is that? You know what the hell that is. Huh. Is that paint coming off? Wow, Mezco. I've gotten a couple figures I wasn't so happy with, but this one really is pretty rough. I guess this is where they were pouring the latex into the mold, you know, through this inject and that inject, and then that's where, you know, got capped off. Bottom of the feet are hard plastic. Feet don't turn. Jeez. Wow, this is brutal. Jeez. Okay. Alright, so pop on one of these little hands. No, you won't. What? Oh, come on. Look at that. Yeah, just pop this hand onto that. Ah, what's this? No, I've had enough of figures like this that if you're going to try to jam this hand onto here, I mean, you might. It'd be better if you warmed this up first. Hair dryer, hot water, something like that. But if you miss and your thumbnail freaking grabs this, you're going to shred this arm. You'd be able to tell anyway. Wow. I don't know, guys. Was it $140 listed? And then after this charge, that charge, the next damn charge, I think it came out to like $189. Is the Mezco I've been had GodZiLLA. But there you go. Some buildings. Now, of course, you don't get this cool explosion. And you don't get this building back here. That mine. Sticker of some kind. Yep. That mine. So, you get this GodZiLLA, these buildings, train, which, like I was saying before, I assume, well, he's going to have to look straight up in the air to do this. The train should go right, yep, right in there. And then somehow you jam his hand to hold this train on this side, right where it's mangled here. Yeah. Okay. Oh, things are flying away. I don't blame them. Fire breath. Bang. Nope. Nope, because the fire is not sitting flat. So, geez, okay. So you'd have to put his legs together, head up, shoulders back. And even that's not perfect, but that's gonna be about it right there. He still looks like he's like looking up here. Anyway, no, guys, I'm kind of crushed. Yeah. Man, I haven't even gotten over all of it either. Because here. Normally it wouldn't be, if this was some $40, $50, be like, alright. But man, over 150. And not to mention the wait list. I think I joined their wait list in 2001. It's now 2026. Oh, and look at this. And just this little bit that I've touched the tail, it's already loose. That's crazy. Alright, so this guy is going to be getting sealed back in his box and going into storage. I'm going to cover him in some cornstarch just for protection. And who knows, maybe someday in 6,000 years he'll be worth something. I just got some crappy cornstarch here. And just powder him up so that way he doesn't split any more than he already has. What the hell? Alright, that's my disappointing review. Sorry about that. Gee, I can't believe that that's already soft like that. Yeah, I should have knew it was coming. I followed Mezco for a little while on Facebook. They're a bit sporadic. Alright, well, anyhow, thanks for watching. Bye.